everybody? It's your girl, Thickness with the Quickness, and you are watching me on my YouTube channel. But before we get started, I would like for you to like me, share me, like and share me with anybody you like and you love. Anybody you like and you love. Okay, and don't you forget to hit that notification bell, because every time your girl, Thickness with the Quickness, upload a video, you will get first to get notified. Hey y'all, leave me a comment. Say what's up, Thickness. Okay, leave a comment. I would like to give a shout out to all my new subscribers. What's going on, everybody? I'm your girl, Thickness with the Quickness, and over here on this channel, you wear what you want to wear, you say what you want to say, as long as you be mindful of others. Over here, y'all, I do a little cooking. Baby, if sometime I break a little note, I'll sing a little something for you. But I'm not a good singer, but it's all good. I'll sing a little something for you. And over here, you guys, we also do some show and tell, you guys. We also do some get ready with me, the outfit of the day, you know what I'm saying? And I do a little unboxing with you guys as well over here too, you guys. So y'all, we do a little bit of everything over here, okay? So if it's something that you want your girl to do, get down in the comments and say, hey, Thickness, can you do a little this or do a little that? And maybe, just maybe, I'll think about it, okay? Y'all, get into this beat, baby. Get into this beat, baby. I beat this face for y'all today. I beat this face for y'all today, okay? Okay, everybody. So, guys, what's been going on in y'all neck of the woods? Get down in the comments and tell me what's been going on in y'all neck of the woods. Over here in my neck of the woods, y'all, I'm just chilling like a villain, minding my own business, minding the business that pays me, okay? That's all I've been doing, just minding the business that pays me. Okay, you guys. So I hope all of you guys are enjoying your summer. Okay, and I'm just keep adjusting my blouse, but it's all good, y'all. Don't trip on it. I'm going to show y'all the outfit of the day, too. So I got that for you. Okay. Today is story time, y'all. Okay. I was going back and forth with myself over and over with this video, y'all, because I didn't know if I wanted to share it or I didn't want to do it. I wanted to share it or I didn't want to share it. So I had been going back and forth with myself with this video, but I said, you know what? Why not? Because this person that I'm going to be talking about was really dear to me, and she did something that I will always thank her for, even though she's not here in the land of the living. But I always think about her, and I always thank her, because if it wasn't for her, I would not be standing here today. I'm telling y'all. So y'all, go on and get your jujus and your wham-whams, and bring a friend if you want to. Get you some drinks or whatever you need to do, because when I come back, you guys, baby, when I come back, we got a story time, y'all. So on the story time, if you're sensitive, let me tell you, if you're sensitive, you don't like no cussing, and it's just too much for you, gone. Get up out of here right now and come back, okay? So get up out of here and go watch the other videos that I got, okay? That's all I can tell you, okay? But if you down for listening to a story that about me and how it was when I was in high school and things like that, come on back, because I really want to share this story with y'all, because this person had been laying on my mind a lot, and I've been thinking about her, and I really miss her, you know what I mean? So hey, I just want to share this story about her, okay? So y'all, when I come back, be ready for story, okay? Y'all, and also let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you, this song been stuck in my head, y'all, and I can't get it out my head, and I've been trying to get it out my head. Do y'all know that song R. Kelly say, do it till your legs shake it, do it till your legs shake it? Baby, I've been just like, ooh, my legs just been shaking. I've been like, ooh, I just been thinking about that song over and over. I can't get it out my head. Do it till your legs shake it, do. And I'm like, yeah, my leg been shaking it. But y'all, that song just been in my head. So y'all don't pay me no mind, baby. Because if I stop and start saying, do it till my legs shake it, do it.
Introducing Razi 01.
Okay, guys, we're back. It is story time. All right, guys. Okay, this story time is about me in high school. Okay, So, y'all, I went and got me something to sip on. So I hope y'all got y'all something too. And I want to just say cheers, okay? Sipping on me some red wine, and baby, it is so good, okay? So I hope you sipping with me, okay? So y'all, this story is about me in high school, okay? So, as you guys know, I'm from Chicago. So I'm about I'm a sophomore in high school, okay? This would happen after we moved to the west side, okay? I told a story of when I was living on the south side and I lost my friend and everything, but this is what happened once we moved to the west side of Chicago. So anyway, y'all, we moved to the west side of Chicago. So I was still going to school out south. So my mom was like, and every day when I come home from school, I'll leave in the morning and I come back, it be dark. So, my mom was like, you're finna transfer out of that school and you're gonna come to school on the west side. You're not gonna be going to school on the south side no more. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. She said, because you getting home too late. It's dangerous. You coming home late at night and everything. So you're gonna start going to school closer to the house. And I was like, wow. So I looked at her and she saw that I was sad behind it, her telling me that. So she was like, well, at least you got some cousins over there. And I was like, cousins? Like that? And I said, what cousins you talking about? She was like, I got my little nieces and them. They go over there. And I'm like, who you talking about? Like that. So she said they names and stuff. I was like, they don't mess with me. Only who mess with me is, we're going to call her T. The only person that mess with me is T. Them other two don't care for me, and I was like really angry behind that. And I'm like, how you know where the school is at? She said, well, I talked with their mama. Their mama told me that they go to that school as well. And you should go there too because it's closer to the house. And I was like, wow, really? So wasn't nothing I could do about it. I had to switch out schools. And I was so upset about switching out of school because on the south side of Chicago, I worked so hard to get a spot. What I mean about spot, when you in school, you get picked on a lot, you get bullied a lot. So I had been at that school from my freshman to my sophomore year. I finally got to a place where I was comfortable at that school where everybody knew me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have any more problems with nobody. Everybody know who I was. And I was comfortable. I had fighted so hard to get to that spot where I was at my old school. So now it's time to switch off to another school. And that's where the problem comes in at when you're new and you got to go to a new school. Because there's always somebody want to fuck with you. No matter what, somebody gonna want to fuck with you. And that's just what was going on in my mind because I'm like, God damn, here I go again. Now I got to fight my way through this motherfucker because I know somebody going to think they're going to try me and then we're going to have to let it loose, because that's just how it was. Okay. So during my time, y'all, it's 3 ways to do this when you in high school. You're either going to be in a gang, you're either going to be neutral, or you're going to be with people that is pretty cool with you. They're going to have your back if you need them. It's only 3 ways to do that when you're in high school. Okay. I knew damn well that my mama would kick my ass good if I go into a gang. Okay. I knew that the gang was off the limits for me. I never thought about a gang. I never thought join a gang, but I knew people that was in gangs and then their gang knew me. You know what I mean? That's just how it was. You at the end of the day, you try so hard not to get into a gang, but somehow, somewhere, you're going to end up being around somebody that's in a gang. You know what I mean? So I was like, I just want to be neutral when I go to my new school. That's all I want to do is just be neutral, mind my damn business, and just go to school. So I end up going to school. So as I'm going to school, y'all, I ain't even thought about now, not one time when my mama said that she had nieces that go to that school. I never thought about them no more because I know that, it wasn't like that with us. So I never thought about that no more. So one day, I'm in school. I'm there about a week, maybe two. So I'm just walking, going to my classes, going back and forth and everything. So one day I'm walking down the hallway. So I see one of my mama's nieces. So me, I'm friendly. I'm a Cancer. I can be really friendly to you, but if you try me, you don't want to see that part of me. That's just me. Okay? So I'm walking down the hallway. So I see one of my mama nieces. Mind you, it's three of them go to that school. So I see the oldest niece. So I'm walking down the hallway. I'm just a cheesing and smiling, y'all, because I was happy to see her because I know her. She know me. We grew up together and all of that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm just smiling and smiling. I'm walking down the hallway because I saw her. I don't know if she saw me, but the way she did me, I knew she did see me and that she tried not. She didn't want to see me. Just what it was. Okay? So I'm walking down the hallway. I'm just cheesing. I'm cheesing. I see her shit. I'm like, walking towards her like, baby, she looked me up and down and looked me up and down again and kept walking. Act like she didn't even know who a bitch was. And me and you got the same blood running through us. Okay? She looked at me, y'all, like she couldn't stand me. So my smile went into a frown. So I was like, okay, what you tripping? No, you know that shit was going to happen anyway. Okay? So anyway, I'm going about my business, just minding my own business. I'm going through school, So I'm in a classroom where I noticed that this girl, she talk a lot of shit, She kind of like bully the kids. And we all in high school, we like sophomores. The class was like sophomores and juniors, in the classroom. So I'm in the classroom and I just hear this girl, she just really nasty to the kids. Just, shut the fuck up. You this and you that, motherfucker. Just talking to the kids any kind of way. Just really nasty. You know what I'm saying? And I was just saying them, I just come in and do my work. I just hear her talking to them, and I just don't pay her no mind, because she not talking to me, she talking to them. But every day I come in this classroom, she checking somebody, just going off on them. And everybody is just scared of her. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like that. So anyway, that's just how it went every day that I went to my math class. This is my math class, okay? Me, I'm new. I already know that I'm going to be fucked with. I know somebody going to say something fucked up. It's just all about how I decide to handle it, okay? That's just that. So anyway, y'all, I'm going through school every day, everything. So I'm walking down the hallway, y'all. I see another one of my mama nieces, okay? So this time I didn't smile. I didn't say nothing. I just kept on walking. She saw me, looked me up and down, and I looked at her up and down. And I kept walking and she kept walking. Now, mind you, these are my cousins. They my cousins. So I was like, okay, it's what it is. And I'm saying to myself, my mama talking about, I got some family over here at the school. I say, I ain't got nobody. I'm over here by myself. But one of the other sisters, I was cool with ever since we was kids. We played together every time we went to my grandmama's house on Christmas. We always hung out with each other. We always talked with each other. When we was little kids, we used to live down the street from each other. So my mama would take me over to their house and we would play, all the time, when I go over there. Me and her was really cool. We gonna call her T, okay? But one thing I did notice when I went to the school, I always been a plus size girl. I always been a big girl. Everybody on the south side, majority of those girls over there was small girls. I always been bigger than all my friends. But when I went to the west side, y'all, of Chicago and started going to school, I started seeing lots of girls that look like me. Thick girls. And I'm like, okay, okay, I'm really fitting in over here. I like that I fit in with the rest of the thick girls. So, so that kind of made me feel a little comfortable because I didn't have to worry about too many people calling me, oh, you big, you fat, and all that shit. I didn't have to worry about too much of that because I saw a lot of girls that looked like me. And back then I wasn't fat at all, baby. I wasn't fat at all, baby. I was just thick and in charge, baby. Baby, that's all I was. Just a thick girl and in charge. I saw my cousin. I could see her coming up because she looks just like my mom. So I'm looking, and she looks like me. You can tell that we're related. When you see her, you see me, you can tell that we're related, okay? So I see her coming down the street, chocolate, bow-legged. Baby, when I say beautiful, beautiful, black, pretty, chocolate, bow-legged, really nice, petite, built up like a brick house. And I know it's her because I know that walk when I see it. And I'm like, oh, look at T. So she didn't notice me. So we kind of got up close to each other. She looked. She was like, I know motherfucking well this ain't my motherfucking cousin. And I was like, motherfucker, it is. She was like, I know motherfucking well this ain't my cousin. I say, yeah, what's up, cuz? She was like, what's going on, baby? She said, what you doing here? I say, I go to this school now. She was like, damn, that's what's up, girl. Hell no. So she was with a couple of her girlfriends, and she was like, y'all, this my cousin. Woo, woo, woo. And hey, when y'all see her, holla at her, So we hugged and we hugged and we hugged. And she was like, I'm going to call you, okay? I'm going to call you. I'm going to spin you around the block. I'm going to introduce you to the neighborhood. And I say, cool, like that. So the day went on. We got out of school. And sure enough, she called. She was like, cuz, what you doing? I say, nothing. She said, meet me up here. I said, cool. So I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'm finna go be with T. So I run up there and I meet her. We meet up, we walking around the block. So she was like, well, this what you do, cuz. She say, just mind your business over here. She says, a lot of bitches over here be jealous, especially if they man looking at you and cuz you built up like me, and motherfuckers gonna be wanting you because you got them big old hips and big old thighs and big ass. And that's the way we rock it. You know what I mean? So she said, just mind your business. Don't fuck with none of these niggas over here because ain't none of these niggas no good and all of that stuff. So she was just giving me the rundown of the neighborhood and shit like that, introducing me to people that she knew and everything. So my cousin had a lot of friends, okay? And everybody that she introduced me to was cool. She was like, hey, this is my cousin. She just moved around here and this, that, and other. That's just how it went. So anyway, we spin the block. I go home, she go home. So I'm back at school again. So mind you, y'all, I'm like 2 months into school. It's about 2 months. I want to say 2 months at my new school. So I'm kind of getting the ropes, what's going on and everything. People speaking to me, that I didn't even know, but I knew they was friends with my cousin. So people just speaking to me, saying hello. And, it was cool. So I was kind of a little bit comfortable, but I wasn't too comfortable because you never get too comfortable. I don't care where you at and who you with. You never get comfortable, okay? So anyway, the days go on. So y'all, this particular day I went to school, I just had a real bad feeling, just a real eerie feeling all that morning, all that day about that math class. I kept saying to myself, I'm not going to go to math today. I'm just going to, on my lunch break, since my lunch break is 5th period and my math class is 6th period, I'm just going to cut class today. That's all I kept saying all day. I'm just going to cut class today. Because I just had a real eerie feeling all day about that math class. So I made up my mind not to go to math that day. Okay? So I said, what I'm going to do is, on my lunch break, I'm just going to go on down to Brown's Chicken, get me some gizzards and get me some french fries and give me a drink. And I'm just going to sit there on my 5th period lunch, and then I'm going to sit there for 6th period. I'm not going to go to 6th period, to my math class. So I had it all planned out. That's just what I was going to do. So I go to lunch sitting at Brown's Chicken, eating my lunches, minding my business and everything. And so I'm so used to not cutting class that, you know, after my lunch period, I just got up, got my shit, and left. Forgot that I was just going to chill and skip 6th period and just stay there. So I get to school, I'm tearing ass because I'm running late. I'm late because I had it in my mind just to sit there for 6th period. So y'all, I'm tearing ass to get to 6th period. I get to my math classroom, y'all, the door closed. So I thought about it. Just at first, like, bitch, you ain't supposed to be here. You supposed to be cutting class today. So y'all, I get ready to turn back around. The motherfucking teacher open the door and say, where you going? So that made me have to come into that classroom. Like I said, all that day, I just had a bad feeling that I didn't need to be in class today. So anyway, I go in the classroom, y'all. I go in, I sit down like I normally do. So the teacher hand us our homework. Our teacher hand us some work to do. So I'm doing my work, y'all. So when I picked up my pencil to start writing, my pencil flicked out of my hand, you know, and it fell on the floor. So I get up out of my desk and go get my pencil. And as I'm picking up my pencil and coming back to my desk, she said, give me my pencil. So I ignored her because I know she wasn't talking to me. So I sat down. She said, give me my pencil. Did you hear what I said? So I'm still trying to tune her out. Still ain't paying her no attention. She said, you didn't hear what the fuck I said? Give me my motherfucking pencil. And I turn around and say, who the fuck you talking to? Because you sure the fuck ain't talking to me because this ain't your motherfucking pencil. Like that. She was like, that is my motherfucking pencil. I say, bitch, if this still pencil, I said, come over here and take it then. That's just what I said. And I meant that. Because what you ain't finna do is trying to punk me out in front of these kids. You're not gonna do that. So, bitch, if you bad enough to come and get this motherfucker, walk over here and get it. Is what I'm telling her. So me and her, we get to arguing over a pencil. That belonged to me. Okay? So one of my cousin friends was in my classroom. And she looked up and she looked at me and she looked at the girl and she just put her head down and shook her head. Because y'all, I was going in on that bitch. I really was. And every time I said something, the other kids started laughing. So that really made her mad, right? So she was like, so you being disrespectful? You being disrespectful to me? I say, shit, you being disrespectful to me. I ain't even said shit to you. This my motherfucking pencil. She said, oh, okay. It's like that, right? It's like that, right? So she got up and left. And it wasn't time for us to get out of school yet. She got up and left and went out the door. So the teacher was like, where you going? She said, don't worry about it. She said, but bitch, I got you. She turned around and looked at me and said, bitch, I got you. And I was like, what? I said, bitch, you ain't got to get me now. Here I am. And I got out of my chair and I'm like, bitch, come and get me now. You ain't got to wait for later. Get me now, is what I told her. So all the kids was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know, but me, I'm not giving a fuck no more. I'm done. I said what I had to say to her. And that was it. I thought that was it. But it didn't go like that. So anyway, my cousin friend, she walked over there and she looked at me. And she shook her head. Like that. So I get all my shit up. Go to my, go to my next class. Go to my next class and shit. I go home. Right? The next day I come back to school, go to all my class, go to my math class. So I get in the math class. I noticed she wasn't there. And I'm saying to myself, good, bitch. You ain't here today. So I sit down in my class. I'm doing my work and shit, you know. So I'm hearing people beating on the door. Hey, who was Candy? What Candy at? Who Candy? Which one of y'all in here named Candy? And they was like, what's going on? Whoever Candy is, a lot of motherfuckers up here to beat her ass. She better get the fuck up out of the school because they coming up here to kill her ass. It's a big ass gang up here, a gang of people. Some gang from the south side that came up here to jump on her. Tell her she better get her ass up out of the school. So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck going on? So I go to the window, y'all. It was so many motherfucking kids out there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like that. So one of the girls that know my cousin, she had left the room and she came back out. She said, hey, she said, you better get up out of here. She said, that girl you was arguing with yesterday is a gang member. I said, what? She said, yes, she's a gang member. She said, you better get up out of here. She said, that girl done brought all her gang up here to fight you. She said, them motherfucker got sticks, bricks, knives, brass knuckles, everything, and chains for your ass. You better get the fuck up out of here, and you better get up out of here now. She said, you better go down now that door. You better go out that door right there, because if you don't, they're gonna get you, because they got the whole building still hemmed up. So you better get the fuck up out of here. And I'm like panicking. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So everybody hollering down the hallway. I get my shit. I'm finna get up out of there. So I get out the hallway. They was like, who is Candy? Who is Candy? Whoever Candy is, she better get the fuck up out this building. A gang is here to fuck her up. She better get the fuck up out of this building. And I'm getting scared than the motherfucker, y'all. I mean, I was terrified. So the girl said, my cousin friend, she said, go out that door right there. She said, go out that door right there. She said, because they ain't made it on that side of the building, y'all. I went to a huge school. When I say huge, I went to a huge school, okay? So she was like, go down these stairs, go out that door right there, and run your ass to the crib. That's what the fuck you better do right now. So I was like, man, I can't go home without my key. I got to go get my motherfucking keys to let myself in. Like that. I got to go to my locker. She was like, where your locker at? I said, my locker on the second floor. She said, them motherfuckers down there on the first floor in the front of the office building, in the front of the office trying to get past. Ain't no police or shit here. You better get your ass up out of here now. So I was like, man, fuck that. I got to go get my keys so I can get in the house. I say, Lord, cover me in the blood of Jesus. That's all I can say. Lord, cover me in the blood of Jesus. Okay. So I ran, y'all. So I'm running down the hallway to go get my key. So as I'm running down the hallway, I ran past my cousin. She was like, cuz, what's up? Where you going? Hey, come here, cuz. Come here, cuz. I was like, T, I gotta go. This girl done brought a gang up here to fight me. She was like, you the one they talking about? I said, yeah. She said, I just heard these motherfuckers downstairs saying they finna fuck and kill a motherfucking girl named Candy. I didn't know they was talking about you, cuz. I said, yeah, that's me. She said, cuz, it's a lot of motherfuckers down there trying to get in that door. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I'm finna just run and get my key and I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. She said, no, you ain't finna go nowhere, cuz. I said, what? Is you crazy? I said, all these motherfuckers coming up here to fight me. She said, what the fuck she fighting you for? I said, over a motherfucking pencil. She said, you mean to tell me all these people coming up here to fight you over a pencil, to fuck you up over a pencil? I say, yes. She said, what happened, cuz? She said, come on, I'm finna walk with you. So she told her friends, hey, go tell so-and-so to meet me at my cousin's locker. Go tell so-and-so go meet me at my cousin's locker. Like that. So me and her walking, I'm walking fast. She said, slow the fuck down. She said, you ain't got to worry about shit. She said, you don't know who I am, do you? I say, no, cuz I just don't want you to get hurt either. You going to go home. I don't want you with me. I don't want you to get hurt. She said, there ain't nothing about that. She said, I'm with you. You my motherfucking blood. I'm finna be with you. Whatever the fuck finna happen to you, finna happen to me. And that's the way it's finna be. And I was like, no, cuz, just go. So I'm hurrying up. She said, slow the fuck down. You don't have to run. So she saw another one of her partners. She said, go tell so-and-so. She said, go call this, that, and other and tell them to get up to the school right now. I need them to get here right now. So, y'all, I'm rushing to get to my locker and shit. I get down. We going down the stairs, y'all. I'm hearing a boom, 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 because I'm thinking the gang that made it around to the other building. I'm like, oh, shit, cousin, they made it to the other side of the building. She said, no, that's for me. She said, that's for us. Don't worry about it. So she told the girl, she said, go open that door. So the girl opened the door. Y'all, a bunch of motherfuckers. I'm not talking about no kids. I'm talking about grown men and women came in the motherfucking school. I said, cuz, who these is? She said, they with us. Don't worry about it. Y'all, I want to say it was like about 100 motherfuckers to 200 motherfuckers that came through that door. I was like, oh my God. So we were making it to my locker. I get to my locker, y'all. It's almost 200 people at my locker. I ain't never seen these people in my life. I said, cuz, why all these people at my locker? She said, they with us. Don't worry about it. You good. She said, get your motherfucking key. She said, leave everything in this motherfucker and grab your key. And I was like, man, for real? She said, just get your key, leave everything else, and come on. I'm like, where we going? She said, we going downstairs, and we finna talk to see what the fuck is going on. Why they up here trying to fight you? And if they trying to fight you over motherfucking pencil, it's finna be a war in this motherfucker. So, y'all, my cousin got me by the hand like this. She pulling me. She pulling me by the hand, and I'm like, no, cuz, no. We run down a flight of stairs, go down the other flight of stairs. She pulling me. She pulling me all the way around to the office. I get to the down there by the office, y'all. The hallway is full of motherfuckers. You can't even see nothing but motherfucking peoples. Okay? I seen motherfuckers with belts. I seen motherfuckers with chains. I seen motherfuckers with bats. I seen motherfuckers with grass knuckles on their hand, y'all. I was like, cuz, no, they gonna kill us. She said, you ain't gotta worry about shit. You all right, cuz. So, we walking up. So, when we walked up, my cousin was like, so what's up? So it was a girl in front, and my cousin was like, it was a girl right here, my cousin right here, and I'm like on the side of my cousin, and all her friends is behind her, and this girl, all her friends is behind her. Y'all, the 2 security guards, they did a hellified job keeping them people from getting up those stairs. Only 2 security guards had all those kids blocked off so they wouldn't come upstairs. So the 2 security guards kind of like moved the fuck out of the way because it was about to be a bloodbath in that motherfucker. It's what I thought was finna happen. So the girl said to my cousin, they knew of each other, but they knew, like I said, they knew of each other. Okay, so the leader of that gang came up. She said, hey. And my cousin was like, hey. She said, my cousin said, so what's up? She said, well, we up here because this girl named Candy disrespected one of our members, put our gang down, said fuck our gang and our gang ain't shit and this, that, and another. And my cousin said, no, that's not what happened. She said, oh, that's not what happened? She said, no, that's not what happened. She said, they got to arguing over a pencil that belonged to my cousin. She said, what the fuck you talking about? She said, no, my people told me that it was about this girl named Candy being disrespectful to the gang. My cousin said, no, it wasn't like that. They got to arguing over a pencil that belonged to my cousin. My cousin said she dropped the pencil on the floor. She said, your friend, your member told her to give me my motherfucking pencil. And my cousin said, this ain't your motherfucking pencil. And that's what the shit all started about. So the girl in my classroom, who's friends with my cousin, she walked up and she said, that's exactly how it happened. It happened over a pencil. She said, your member was trying to take her pencil. So the leader was like, the gang leader, because that's what they were. They was a gang. I got into an argument with a gang member. Okay. So the leader was like, what? Is that what really went on? She said, you mean to tell me that we up here finna fuck a motherfucker up over a gang? Over a pencil? She said, hold the fuck up. Let me get her. So she got her punk ass in the back. She done went back and told this gang that I disrespected the gang, called them out of their name and shit. I didn't even know nothing about no gang. I didn't even know the bitch was in the gang. So I see why the kids was scared of this bitch, because she was a gang member. I didn't know nothing about this bitch being in the gang. Not at all. I just thought the bitch was just fucking with me. And I'm going to defend for myself. So anyway, she go call up to the front. She way in the back now. Bitch, you started all this shit, but you way in the back. She way in the back. So as she calling her up, right, y'all? Because it was going to be a bloodbath if we couldn't get this shit straightened out. It was finna be a bloodbath in that motherfucker, because my cousin people wasn't finna die down and her squad wasn't finna die down. It wasn't. So they was trying to get a good understanding. So she called the bitch up to the front. It took that bitch a long time to come up to the front. It took her so long that my cousin, she looked through that gang. She looking. She like, oh, hell no. So my cousin reached in there and pulled one of her members out. So she say, what's up, cuz? And the girl was like, what's up, cuz? She say, cuz, don't you know these motherfuckers came up here to fight your cousin? She was like, what? She said, the girl Candy is my cousin. She said, hell yeah, Candy is your cousin, because Candy is my cousin and you my cousin. So the girl was like, get the fuck out of here. She said, yeah. She said, cuz, this is your cousin Candy. Candy, this is your cousin here. And I'm like, what? She said, she was like, cuz, you know, these motherfuckers told me that my cousin disrespected the gang. Like that. And my cousin was like, no, that's not how it went. She said, I already told your leader what the fuck had happened. She said, man, you bullshitting. She said, that's what the fuck happened over a pencil? She said, man, this bitch came back and told us that my cousin was being disrespectful, trying to come at her, jump up in her face and all this shit. She said, girl, she came and told us all of this shit. That's why we up here today, to kill her ass. I was like, what? She said, yeah. Said, we was coming up here to kill your ass. My cousin was like, this shit could have been bad. She said, sure the fuck could have. So by that time, they bring her punk motherfucking ass up to the front. She trying to act like she nervous. She say, man, don't you know you brought me up here to fight my own cousin? This girl right here is my cousin. So the girl was like, oh, I didn't know that. She said, no, you didn't know. She said, you had us come up here to fight some motherfucking body over a pencil, motherfucker. She said, don't you know this shit could have been bad? She said, besides this girl being my cousin, she said, but over a pencil, you lied about the fact what the girl had said to you. You told everybody that the motherfucking girl would disrespect you and the gang. That's why we came up here. She said, now that I found out this girl's my cousin, she said, this girl T is my cousin and this girl Candy is my cousin. She was like, what? What, family, what? She said, family, my motherfucking ass. So that made my cousin talk to her leader. And the leader was like, man, what the fuck is going on? She said, let's get this shit and let's get the fuck up out of here. She said, we could have caused some real harm and motherfucking thing. Somebody was finna get killed over a motherfucking pencil. And on top of that, that's your motherfucking cousin. So she said, get this shit and let's get the fuck up out of here. She said, you got a violation when you get back. So that motherfucking bitch, she was scared. She said, you owe this girl apology. She was like, man, I'm sorry. She said, what you gonna say? I apologize. I'm sorry. She said, all right, get your ass and let's get the fuck on. So then my cousin, she was like, hey, y'all, hold up. I'ma talk to my family for a minute. Like that. And so then, my cousin, she was talking to me and T. She was like, hey, she said, y'all, this shit could have been real bad. She said, it could have been real bad. She said, we was literally coming up here to kill your ass. For real. You know, she said, don't you see all these motherfuckers? She told us, not only did she told us that you was in another gang. I'm like, I'm not in no motherfucking gang. I don't even know nobody over here. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm so glad that things didn't get out of control. She said, because we was literally come up here to fuck you up and put you to sleep, girl. The order was to kill you. And I was like, damn. She said, all over a motherfucking pencil. She said, that motherfucker getting fucked up when she getting back. She getting violated like a motherfucker when she get back. And I was like, man, this is so fucked up. She was like, AT, she said, I love you, girl. She said, nice meeting you, cuz. I love you too. And she gave me a hug. She gave my cousin a hug. So my cousin is going to say, hey, what your mama cooking today? She said, I don't know. She said, you coming over? She said, yeah, me and cuz, me and Candy, we probably walk over there. We probably come over there. She said, that's cool. Come on through. She said, your mama gonna cook some spaghetti. She said, I don't know what my mama cooking today, T. Shit, I don't know until I get home. She said, I hope your mama cooks some spaghetti with a lot of sauce on it. My cousin loves spaghetti and sauce, y'all. So, y'all, the moral of the story was, my cousin saved my life. She really did. Because, y'all, when I tell you, follow your first instinct. Because I wasn't going to even go to class that day. But somehow I forgot and I went to class that day. And all of that shit happened over a motherfucking pencil. Me arguing with this bitch, I didn't know she was in a gang. I didn't know she was in a gang. If I knew that she was in a gang member, I probably would have held my tongue back a little bit. Because I know those gangs ain't nothing to play with in Chicago. And I knew better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, how something so small turned into something so big within a matter of one day. Because her feelings was hurt. Because I checked her ass just as hard as she checked me. So she go get a gang. Find out that motherfucking gang, one of the gang members was related to me. Thank God for my cousin. Because had I listened to the girl that told me to get out the building and go out the side of that door, they would have got my ass. Because they had the whole building hemmed the fuck up. Couldn't nobody leave that motherfucker. And couldn't nobody come in that motherfucker. That's how bad they had that school hemmed up. And it was so funny that it was not one police in sight. It was not one police at that school. I just really thank God that my cousin was there. Because if my cousin wasn't there, y'all, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And every time, now once all of that stuff died down and I saw my cousin again, she was like, you good, cuz? I was like, yeah. She said, man, you see how shit goes? She said, you see how trouble start? Trouble is so easy to get into, cuz, and it's so hard to get out of. And I was like, cuz, I just want to thank you. She said, don't thank me. Don't thank me for what I'm supposed to do. You my family. You think that I was going to let some motherfucker hurt you? She said, you don't realize I would have went down with you. I would have went down with you, cuz. She said, wasn't nobody finna come up here and fuck with my family and I got pulled too? I said, hell yeah, you got dick pulled. I said, them motherfuckers came out of woodwork. She said, that's how I roll. You know, I never questioned my cousin about her life. I never questioned about what she did or nothing that it is. I just know from that day forward, I never had a problem with nobody in that school. Every time I see, even the ones that used to look at me fucked up, start speaking and saying hello, hello, hello. You know, I never had any more problem at that school. And so, y'all, this story was about my cousin. And I want to say to y'all, my cousin passed away. And I want to say to y'all, I never got a chance to thank her. I never got a chance to thank her, because every time I got ready to thank my cousin for saving my life, she will always cut me off. You ain't got to thank me. Shut your ass up. Let's go. You know, I'll be like, cuz, you know, if it wasn't for you, she'll cut me off. If it wasn't for God, not me, is what she would say all the time. So I never got a chance to thank her and thank her for saving my life, because she truly saved my life that day. That gang was up there, coming up there to kill me over a motherfucking pencil that belonged to me. That gang was up there to kill me. And lucky we had a family member that belonged to that gang. You know? And lucky my cousin knew how to talk to the people, and they knew how to communicate to even get a conversation going, because I really don't think if that wouldn't have never happened, it wouldn't have been no conversation. The motherfuckers would have been tearing up that whole school, is what would have had happened. But I thank God for my cousin, because she saved my life, y'all. She saved my life. And every time I seen her, whether I seen her at school, or I saw her outside walking, or we hanging out together, I would be like, cuz, I just want to thank you for... You ain't got to tell me thank you for saving your life, motherfucker. I ain't do nothing. I didn't save your life. You better thank God, is what she always said to me. So I want to dedicate this video, y'all, this story time, and everything I do, my life, and everything to my cousin. Because if it wasn't for my cousin, y'all, I would not be sitting in front of this camera today. I would be somewhere pushing up daisies, because Dad had a mark on my head. That girl went and told that gang to come up to that school to hurt me, and she lied on me. That's what made them really come up there, because she lied. Had she told her gang that me and her got into it over a pencil, I don't believe in my heart that gang would have came up there like they did. So y'all, like I said, I never got a chance to tell my cousin, thank you for saving my life, because she will always cut me off. I don't care where we would be at or where we talking. And I felt sad and hurt for many years, not telling her how much I thank her for saving my life. Y'all, my cousin passed away. May she rest in peace. And I never got a chance to tell her how much I appreciated her that day. How much I thank her for saving me. Because that's what she did. She saved my life. You know, and I never got a chance to tell her that. I never got a chance to tell her that. Thank you for saving my life. So one day, y'all, she had passed on already. I'm grown with kids. So I end up going to visit my mama. May she rest in peace. So I'm out at the gravesite. And I said, I know my cousin is out here, but I don't know where she at. But I know my cousin is out here, and I know she buried out here, but I couldn't remember where she was at, you know? So when I got through visiting my mama's grave and everything, I began to walk down to another row because I was going to visit another one of my family members. So I began to walk. And as I start walking, I start saying, man, I wish I could find T grave. Man, I wish I could find her grave. I know she over here, but I don't know where she's at. Out here, So yeah, I was just walking and I was walking. And I just kept saying to myself, man, if I run into T grave, if I walk up on T grave, I'ma thank her. So y'all, I'm walking down the road. So I come up on some graves and I had to cross over to get to the grave that I was looking for. So when I got ready to cross over, y'all, I stepped right over a grave and I looked down. When I looked down, y'all, that was my cousin. That was my cousin T. And I stopped and I backed up and I looked again. I said, T, there you go. T, I've been looking for you. I was just hoping that I would run into your grave as I was walking. Y'all, I crossed right over her. And there she was. So I stood there and I looked at her because she got her picture on her tombstone. And I know it's her, She's smiling on her picture. And I was just stood there and I said, look, I never got a chance to tell you. I'm sorry, y'all. I never got a chance to tell you, cuz. Thank you for saving my life. Because if it wasn't for you, cuz, I wouldn't be here. And I want to thank you for saving me that day at school. Because I knew that I was going to die that day. And I just looked down there and I told her that I love her so much and thank her so much. And I stopped because I didn't have any flowers to put on her grave, but I had some in my hand because I was going to put it on another grave. So I took all those flowers that I had and I planted them right on her grave. And I told her that I love her. I bent down and I told her that I love her so much and thank her so much for saving me. And I want to dedicate this video to her. May she rest in peace. I really, really wanted to tell you why you was here, but you never gave me that opportunity. You always cut me off. But I did get a chance to tell you at your grave site that I so happily walked up on by accident. That's why I know that wasn't nothing but God, because he had knew. Every time I came out there to that grave site, I always say, I wonder where T grave at. I wonder where T grave at. I know she out here, but I didn't know where she was at. And little do y'all know, she wasn't too far from my mom. She was on the same road my mom was on. I just had to go down a little further. And I never knew that. I have walked past her grave plenty of times, but I never knew that she was there, So y'all, that is the end of this story. I just want to thank God for saving me too. I want to thank God for holding my life for me, because I know it only wasn't my cousin, it was God as well. I always say that God got my back and Jesus got my slack. And They've been rocking with me all these years. So, y'all, that is the end of the story. God bless. Y'all stay safe. Never let anyone sit on your happiness. Always follow your first instinct. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Get down in the comments. Leave me a comment. Um, Share your thoughts. And yeah, y'all, that's the end of this story. Okay? God bless. Stay safe. And shut my door. And lock all the windows too. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.